Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the mountainy empire of Agartha. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4, The Thrones of Ascension, a 7-player, free-for-all multiplayer game. And we are now at turn 8, and I apologize for how slow these videos are coming out, but the game itself is moving very slow. Right before recording this, I just played turn 15, and the rule is we can't post a video until 5 turns have passed. So in this video, we're going to go turns 8 through 10. A messenger has arrived from Man in late fall, in the first year of the Ascension Wars. Greetings, Earthen ally. Felden Forest is indeed a province we were relying on, given our castle trying to scratch income from the wastelands. If you would cede it, we would cede Muspel to you, and would agree not to build a fortification in Felden Forest. When the mountain passes thaw, we plan on heading due north to take some income-producing provinces in that direction. Be warned that to the north is where death is sure to be found. Given the importance of Griffin Spires, that's the throne province guarded by the Titan, and it being our mutual border, I propose that we protect this jointly as a reserve and let the Titan that resides there be left in peace. We would see any incursion into Griffin Spires as an immediate act of war that would end any other alliances or arrangements. Does this suit you? Also, luckily enough, our site searcher in his first attempt has found 2 magic sites, a hidden gold mine, which is super needed and useful because it gives us 100 gold per turn, and also Sink Marsh, which gives us 1 water. Yay. Then there was a battle in Obelshin. This is a farmland province, so very important for us. But bear in mind here, this is a first battle that's not being led by BirdieBot, but rather a random one holy priest. And he is blessing all of our Shard Guard, which we have 10, so they should be able to easily handle anything the Independents throw at us. Or should they? As you can see here, they are doing quite a good job, but our priest, the idiot, decides to move to the front of the line, and look at him. Despite the fact that we are absolutely tearing up the enemy, his death sends our 10 elite, blessed Shard Guard into a full rout. So luckily for us, we did not lose any of our Shard Guard, but the priest is dead, and I've learned a really good lesson about leading armies with anyone but level 3 holy mages. So, we're in a position right now, so I sent word to Vanheim. I think I still have it here. Well, first I sent the message back to Man, where I said, "You may take the forest, but be advised that it's only 1 province away from our capital, so any movement of troops into that province or any fortification would be viewed most suspiciously and would be taken as a provocation. We therefore intend to take Muspel to the north of it in order to be able to fight our mutual enemies and to further protect our vulnerable capital. I agree with your idea regarding the throne. It's a shame, though, as its location will almost certainly see us coming to blows at some point, when larger threats loom over the horizon. By the way, there is no money to be found in the north. Those are our hinterlands, and they are rocky, mountainous, and not rich. You may have better luck to the west." Now to Vanheim, I send a message saying, "Greetings! We have laid claim to Obelshin. While our troops bravely slaughtered the vast majority of the defenders, our foolish commander disobeyed clear orders to stay back and took an arrow for it. We need these lands for food and income, and have shed blood already for them. So if you want them, you should consider if you want them enough to die for them. We have no interest in pressing further east into your lands, however, so would be more than willing to agree to a peace treaty. Considering the demons to your east and undead to your north, we think such an arrangement would be wise, especially considering your admirable ability to sail to other rich and uncontested lands." Now bear in mind, I know a lot more right now than it shows in this game, because I have communicated via email with other players, and we've shared intelligence. In one instance, I got some intelligence from Dwarf Comic in return for a rather long peace treaty, actually 18 turns, which I don't play a lot of multiplayer Dominions. In my single-player games, 18 turns is over in the blink of an eye. But in this game especially, 18 turns is forever, which means we're at peace until turn 25, a peace I intend to honor, as I will honor every single peace and agreement that I sign to. So he is safe from me, and I ostensibly are safe from him. He's based right here. You know what, I'll just put up that map one more time, the map that shows where everyone's capital is for the most part, so you can quickly check it out. Alright, there you go. You can see Vanheim is to my east, east-southeast, kind of. Shinuyama is to my northwest. Ermor is to my northeast. Man, of course, is to my southwest. And Ulm and Asphodel are farther away to the north and or south, depending on how you look at it. So, Felden Forest is the province that Daz wants, and I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to take Muspel, and we've both decided at this moment to leave Griffin Spires alone. Now, Griffin Spires is interesting because I believe it's the level 3 throne, of which there is only one in this world. As you can see here, as we go back to our statistics, there's one level 3 throne, 5 level 2 thrones, and then 7 level 1 thrones, of which I have 1. So this could make the difference here. If someone's getting close to winning and Daz and I have this throne protected, then we're pretty okay. I think we need 10 to win. Not entirely sure. Might be 11. But if someone who has a lot is being threatening, then the two of us hopefully will come together and guard Griffin Spires. That's the plan anyway. So what am I doing in this turn? I am moving Bertibot to the Great Feral to claim... No, what am I doing, Bertibot? Alright, I'm moving her to the Great Feral so that I can then go to Bithynia and pick up the Shard Guard and then attack Ovalsheen again. At the same time, I am moving Essus with an army of simply human infantry to White Peaks. From there, I will determine whether to attack Muspel or Black Peaks, but either way, I need both of these provinces. This gentleman down here who just discovered the two sites is going to move up to White Peaks to search it. In my capital, I am producing an Oracle of the Ancients. I know it takes 2 turns, and I could be doing other things with that time, but the lessons that I learned from having that priest lead into battle has taught me that I need one of these guys who can stay in the back, bless the whole battlefield, plus he's going to himself have regeneration and reinvigoration. He has more hit points. I just think he'll last a lot longer. And I'm also recruiting my 5 Shard Guard, and then some human infantry such that I'm almost out of gold. Though I didn't use up all my resources. Maybe I should have done heavy infantry, but whatever. And that's that turn. So now turn 9. A messenger has arrived from Asphodel. I discovered that information and happy to see your words are true. That cannot be said for many of these nations. Most strive to form fake alliances in the name of good, only to slay each other in the backs. He's referring to my letting him know where my capital is. Vanheim sends a messenger. Greetings, slimy ones. We have landed a small expeditionary force in the swamps east of your lands. I have seen them, yes. Our intent is to march on Gol Raip in anticipation of meeting the undead forces of Ermor. We ask that you not intervene in this battle, and that you also leave us this swamp province as an escape route, should our army be unable to succeed against Ermor's hordes. We have no interest in the lands you already hold. We got our first set of attentive statues. There's a proclamation from Ermor. They finally named their prophet, Hollow, the bishop of Eldragate. And in Bithynia, a heat wave has struck the land, causing heat +3, but that's okay because our dominion is already heat +3. So, at this point, diplomatically, I'm trying to convince Shinuyama and Ulm, or Man, I mean, that we should all work together to check the expansion of Vanheim, because Vanheim, just from what I can see, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. I'm assuming 6. Then we have his capital 7, 8. Shinuyama's told me he's all the way down to here, so 9, 10, 11. And meanwhile, I have, 5, 6. So I'm just saying, hey, look, you guys, Vanheim is growing quite strong. We should keep an eye on that. But, unfortunately, I am rebuffed. Shinuyama's like, well, I've got to go YOLO against Asphodel, because I made a deal with Ulm, who's currently getting the crap beat out of him. And Daz is like, no, no, no. I refuse to attack any living nation until all the undead nations are eliminated. So they're both playing with a bit of a roleplay bent, and so my hope of an alliance against Vanheim has been crushed. That's okay, though, speaking from hindsight, because Vanheim and I later come to our own agreement. Because if you can't beat them, I guess join them. But let's talk real quick about Vanheim, because their capital is here, and this is absolutely the best location possible for Vanheim. Because, first of all, they're not really close to anybody. All this territory can be theirs in their home region. And then they also have sailing, which means they can cross over any one tile body of water and attack any land on the other side, which means just from their capital, they could attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces on the other side of this waterway that they cannot cross any other way. That any other nation would require amphibious troops. The closest land crossings are here and here, which Vanheim can also do because I believe they own Darkwoods at this point. But so they're in an amazing situation to expand. Also, I believe Wadestar is running a Bless strategy, which means out the gate in the early game, his Sacreds are really, really good. So that's why I perceived him as a threat at this point. And he obviously still is strong, still is a threat, but again, we've come to our own agreement later on in the game. So what am I doing? Birdie-Bot, of course, is going to Bithini to pick up these troops. We are getting more attentive statues. Essus is moving to Black Peaks. I determined that 20 Jaguar warriors was a little bit easier to tackle than 70 Bear Tribe. And as far as our capital, we're recruiting more Shard Guard. We're almost done with our Oracle of the Ancients, and we got some medium infantry and 1 light infantry. That's about that. We're still, as far as research is concerned, we're still gunning full enchantment, at least till we get to level 3, which is going to take a while. I do have some leftover golems here, troglodytes here in golem range that need to be picked up at some point. I send some messages, apparently. Who do I send messages to? Oh, I send 10 fire gems to Shiniyama. That is for an alliance. Not an alliance, but a peace treaty. We're basically saying that he's not going to move into Black Peaks. He was considering it so that he could move against Urmor, but I'm like, if you're over here, you have plenty of land to expand into. No one anywhere near you. If you want to attack Urmor, why don't you do so around here? So you don't have to go through me, you can just attack him directly. And Shiniyama agreed to the wisdom of that position. So I'm taking Black Peaks, and I send him 10 fire gems, and I say, as we discussed through the winds of magic, which is just my way of saying email, I have sent you the 10 fire gems that your sorcerers can make good use of and to cement our renewable peace of 12 months. As this is the 9th month, that means our peace will run through month 21. This has also established our right to Black Peaks. Feel free to come to us in the meantime if you need anything or would like to make any trades. We could always use money, and we noticed you hired a lot of mercenaries. We, on the other hand, have a surplus of fire and death gems that we cannot, as of yet, use. So I'm already noticing that I'm poor as shit. But so far at this point, we haven't made any trades whatsoever with anyone, really. To Daz, I send a message. While I was willing to cede the forest, 2 provinces away from my capital out of friendship, it appears that Vanheim is marching their troops right up to your borders. Urmor is a grave threat indeed, but when they fall, who, I wonder, will be in the best position to benefit from their fall? I understand you long for peace with all living nations, but I ask that you keep an open mind and think ahead to what will become of that peace when the undead are no longer a grave threat, and who appears to be most threatening to the safety of your people. Whatever happens, we will guard your north, but cannot say the same for your west. So again, this was all because of me trying to set up a tripart alliance with these two, but it just didn't work out. So that is turn 9. Then we have turn number 10. A messenger has arrived from Vanheim. Slimy ones of Agartha, we have no claim on Obelshin, and you needn't fear any attack from us there. We are preoccupied with the undead army to our north. And they are. We've got more attentive statues. Pawns, unfortunately, did not find anything in White Peaks. Shinuyama named a new prophet, Yukinaga the Heart Hider. That means they lost their first prophet. And the battle in Black Peaks, notable for being the first battle not involving Birdie-Bot and or my sacred troops. Just human infantry. But they are well armored and more than enough. Their slings are bouncing harmlessly off our armor. And we have won the day. We did, however, lose 1 infantry. Both of our heavy infantries and all of our light infantries who were flanking survived. So, Daz has finally come to claim Felden Forest. He has Knights of Avalon, which I presume are difficult to recruit, so he can't have that many of them, though I don't know how many he has. But mostly longbowmen, obviously. We're moving down now to Muspel to take that. We can see now that Shiniyama is here in Quinen. We do now have a path into the water, but it's guarded by a huge kraken, tritons, and sea trolls, so we're not going to be getting there anytime soon. Also, our path north is blocked by a horde of barbarians. Birdie Bot is finally here. She's finally picked up all of these shard guards, so her incredibly sized army is going to Obelshin. That includes 29 shard guard and 8 troglodytes. Meanwhile, Hintal, just a normal commander, is coming to our capital to pick up troops. Quellan is moving to Golem Range to pick up these troglodytes. Pons is moving to Black Peaks to continue his site searching. And in our capital, Lighthawk, our Oracle of the Ancients, is now available. He's going to research for 1 turn while we summon some more attentive statues. Oh, by the way, we have a special site in our capital called the Halls of the Oracles, which allows any Earth Mage to scry on a province. This is the first one that we've scryed on. I wanted to see truly where the boundaries of Vanheim's empire was, and he currently has Midland. So, assuming direct distances, that means he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 provinces or thereabouts at this point, or at least I figured that he does. Which is a lot when you consider that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So double. But that is as it is. And I'm recruiting 6 more Shard Guard, 1 Earth Reader to research, some infantries, and a light infantry. I basically go till I'm out of resources, but I try to be smart with money. And that's about that, really. At this point in the game, diplomatically, I'm just kind of hanging in there. I'm still communicating with Daz and Shiniyama, who I'm at peace with, as you know. I am not, as of yet, as of this turn, communicating with Vanheim. So we're kind of in a tense situation of Cold War right now, although he's let me know that he doesn't want Bithini or Obelshin, and I'm not interested in starting anything, so I'm just trying to take Obelshin because it is a farmland province and the only one I'll have access to. I would love to get these farmland provinces up here, but this is Ermor's capital. I know that Shiniyama is eventually going to be attacking from here. We have Asphodel up here, so this is an interesting little area. And we notice that Daz has a throne here at Black Alps, but he has not, or Alps, Jesus, but he has not claimed it yet. There's also a throne down here, but very difficult to get to. I'd have to go Agartha, Great Firil, Bithini, Bergamum, whatever this is, and then there. Because I can't go through Griffin Spires, because again, Daz and I have the agreement that anyone who goes into here is automatically at war with the other one. My start has not been very good. Normally at this point in the game, you want to be taking 2 provinces a turn, and I'm not, because of the horrible loss in Obelshin. Had we won that battle, we'd be in much better shape. We probably could move up here, perhaps, and we'd be taking 2 provinces a turn. And then Lighthawk would be here, ready to take 3. But because of this whole scenario, we're now stuck with Birdie Bot having to clean up. And unfortunately, that's kind of where we're at. So that's that. And I don't know when the next episode is going to be after this one, because, like I said, we're already at turn 15, but I can't record another episode till we're about 18 or so. And I know one of the players is going to be taking a 2-week vacation soon, where the game is going to go into hiatus. So I apologize for those of you who wish to follow it, but what I might recommend is that you watch the other players' videos to see kind of where they're going in terms of diplomacy and what they're thinking. I believe at this point, again, turn 15, that we've done a pretty good job of not knowing what each other's doing. Obviously, we're not watching each other's videos, and our viewers have been cool, and they haven't been mentioning anything, so it's been kind of a fun game. Definitely tense on the diplomatic front. In fact, I'm kind of at this point, not where you're watching right now, but where I'm at in real life at turn 15, I'm pretty much giving up on diplomacy, at least group diplomacy, focusing on individual treaties with individual people, and just trying to kind of do my own thing. It just works better for me. But I am, I believe, slowly getting through to everyone that when I make an agreement, I honor it, no matter what. So hopefully that'll cause the other players to feel that they can trust me if I offer them an agreement. And I'm trying to work out a friendship with Vanheim, because again, they are very strong. Just like me, they have an early game bless strategy, so we just need to be careful there. An early war between the two of us would be kind of exciting, but it would also harm both of us and allow other powers to fight over the ruins of our empires, I suppose. So, alright. Well, once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. This is Dominions 4, a 7-player free-for-all multiplayer campaign. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.